Hey everyone, so in today's vlog, I want to kind of talk about the signs and symptoms of being gaslit. And the reason I want to do this, so being gaslit by other people is like when you feel a certain way and you're telling your truth, the other people are kind of telling you, they may be family members, sisters, brothers, friends, they're telling you that your feelings are stupid, that your feelings are not valid. So how do you know when you're being gaslit? Because there's the other party is creating their own narrative. And if they're strong vocal people, they are going to make you feel like shit and make you feel like you should have stayed quiet and you shouldn't have said anything. So, and the reason I want to talk about this, so I watch the Kardashians and I could not stop laughing for the last couple of episodes on how these people treat each other. And the mom, oh my God, she's a horrible, horrible woman, that lady. If you don't watch the Kardashians, I'm so sorry. You're not going to get the example that I'm about to give, but I will try my best to describe it. So the eldest sister just got married to this dude. She is now pregnant. I guess she got married to him a year ago. She's now pregnant. They're very happy. She's actually found happiness. So she seems like that one person out of all the Kardashians who's trying to separate herself from what the Kardashians represent, which is, in my opinion, greed. They lie. They're just a bunch of assholes, in my opinion, okay? Just from what I've read about them and even seen on Instagram, how these people were doing shady shit, shady posts when they know that millions of people follow them. When people follow you like that, it's political. You have a risk, not that our politics and our government is any better, but you have a personal responsibility to be ethical and be honest and not just slide in and try and sell people things all the time, which is what the Kardashians do. So let's go back. So this eldest sister is trying to separate herself from the rest of the Kardashians, and she's married. She's actually pretty happy. The rest of them are all hustlers. You're not hustlers. You were given what you have, man. Your mom made phone calls. She knew people. You did not start this shit from the ground up. So, and I know I'm being a bit of an asshole in this vlog today. I just can't help myself because the distortion in this world is crazy. These people, the Kims of the world and her sisters, what's her, Khloé? Is that her name? I don't even know. Anyways, they actually have had no experience outside of their bubble that they perceive their reality is so tainted. They have disregard for other people. Now, let's go back to the mom. So the mom is the one that gets a cut and she puts all these contracts together, right? So the eldest sister got married and Dolce & Gabbana, I don't know where, Gabbana, whatever. I don't know where she got married, but they had they did the wedding for her. So they styled everybody, did the outfits. Great PR move, Dolce & Gabbana. Freaking geniuses, because they used both sisters. They used the first one, right? So they got their brand out there. They're all wearing Dolce, right? So the sister gets married, and 4 months later, Kim, I don't know, is Kim, no, Kim's younger than her, I think. So Kim Kardashian, Dolce & Gabbana approaches Kim Kardashian to do this fashion show of the 90s. And apparently the older sister, her wedding was also, the theme was the 90s. So the mom is putting this contract together probably right after the wedding, by the way. I mean, sneaky snakes, Dolce and Gabbana, sneaky snakes, but it's freaking marketing, it's business, right? They had no regard for this older sister that had just gotten married, and they used her. Now they're oh, we can get on this show, we can extend, and for free, all we're creating a fashion show. Let's just because Kim, you dangle a little bit of anything in front of her, and if it gives her makes her money and gives her like that image that she wants, she's gonna bite, man. She's just a little like, ugh, I have no respect for that woman. Anyways, so this chick, Kim, and her mom end up putting together this whole like collab where Kim's gonna do a fashion show with Dolce and Gabbana, whatever. So she does this collab, but they don't really tell the older sister the truth. They don't really tell her exactly that this is gonna be a 90s fashion show. This is what they're doing, what we're doing. And first of all, I feel like my opinion to how the mom and Kim and the other sister, Khloé, I think, that just had that baby boy by a surrogate mom or whatever, how these three were gaslighting the eldest one that just got married is because she was straight up talking to everybody and saying, you know, I just feel, why couldn't my wedding be mine? First of all, your wedding couldn't be yours because you use people who are marketers. They're business people to fund your whole wedding, and that was great. I mean, awesome. But then they went behind your back and approached your sister for more clout, and your sister's such a moron that she actually fell for it, and your mom put it all together. How crazy. Then they're making, instead of like being honest and upfront that we're gonna do this, they kind of were a little sneaky about it. They didn't tell this eldest sister what was going on, but then they were gaslighting her when she was upset, and they were hearing that she's upset, and they were gaslighting her and telling her that basically her feelings are stupid, invalid, and she shouldn't be feeling that way, like she's jealous. That is what gaslighting. You know you've been gaslit when the other party is keeping secrets. They're not saying anything. And when you say something that's very honest and you're expressing your feelings, they're gonna take a step back and they're gonna say your feelings are wrong. What is happening on this show is total gaslighting, and the mom created it all. What they should have done, if they had any sort of respect for one another, is the mom would have went to the sister that just got married, or would have told that Dolce and Gabbana, that couple of that business, she would have told them to F off. These are my daughters, and I am very concerned of how my eldest daughter, who just got married 4 months ago, is going to feel. Therefore, you, my friend, Dolce and Gabbana, are gonna have to approach her and talk to her first. She gets priority on this one. That's what the mom should have done. But the mom teaches them to be greedy. Ugh. So the gaslighting is very discreet. And when one agrees with the other, now they formed a triad. They leave the eldest one, this is what they're doing in the show, they're leaving her out, and they're disregarding her feelings to the fullest. And that is so toxic. That mother creates such a toxic environment. And this is all my opinion. The toxic environment by a mother should never be created. That's why there's so much competition. Whether they admit it or not, there's so much competition within one another in all of her daughters. I mean, being a mom means you have so much responsibility. As a mother, you need to do what's right and what's ethical. You don't go behind. If you're not telling your kids something and keeping it a secret, especially something, and I'm referencing this to what the Kardashians did, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. Whether you admit it or not, you are doing something wrong, and that is not how you treat your children. That is absolutely not how you treat your kids whatsoever. So I just had to make this vlog because this show, the Kardashians just have to it has to stop, man. It's just, It's just so ridiculous. And you see the gaslighting. And I see people online, some are on Kim's side, a lot are on Kim's side. No, she didn't have to do the show. You should have respected your sister, and you should have been very honest with your sister. She should have, if the mom doesn't know what the hell she's doing and how to be good to and fair to all of her kids, then being a sister, you can go to your other sister, hey, Dolce & Gabbana just approached me. Can we sit down and meet with them? Should we do something together? I don't feel right doing this because this was your gig. This is your thing. Can we do something together? Like, let's open up a conversation. This is the difference between love and separation. That mother is separating her two kids, and the daughter, Kim, is like lapping it all up, and the separation continues. So, like, this is what our world is like. And that's why I wanted to do this vlog. And I know it's about the Kardashians, but at the same time, I think it's like the ultimate, when I was watching the show, it's the ultimate example of how bad parenting. It's the ultimate example of bad parenting and how you separate and divide and you create dysfunctional power over and under in siblings. And if siblings can't get along and be good together, how the fuck are they gonna get out in the real world and be able to carry on with life in a way that's not separate, in a way where you can see union with others? These children, these girls, these Kardashians, they're just an example. This is my opinion. They're just an example of what happens in so many families all the time. I love you guys. Bye.